Community College. Explore your future and get started now. Visit gobarton.com.
Okay, Sports Day in 3, 2, 1.
Come on, boys. We need you. I mean, I couldn't believe it was 92.7%. We were going to the playoffs last Tuesday, and then 66%, two-thirds. So Detroit's got Scooble on the mound again today, so we got a scoreboard watch a little bit. We need Minnesota and Baltimore to keep losing, and we just got to go out and take care of business.
Martinez swinging a fly ball deep into the gap in right center field. This is going to get down on the warning track and bounce over the fence for another double. A ground rule double for Randy Arozarena. Julio will score.
This is a team that's got an outstanding group of receivers, a good quarterback. As you said, this will be the best receiving core and quarterback, I think, as a group that we've gone against.
They have lights that you can turn on and off, flash on and off. The fans raised up their camera lights on their phones, and the place went nuts when Cosmo, college sports' best mascot, if not all mascots, he did a backflip with a barbell with the weights, only 70 pounds, but understand this, they were on fire.
We're feeling pretty good heading into week 4, but we know we got to keep our heads on it. We can't get too high because we want to win every game.
Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, has time. Pressure coming. Now rolls out to the right, looking for an open receiver. He's got Kincaid caught in the back of the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown reception.
Stephon Diggs is a fabulous football player, but this is all Josh Allen's football team now. Look, guys, I'm a fan. I'm a Josh Allen fan. I've said it, but right now this team is really playing good. He's terrific, man. He's a really good football player.
Jaden loads one up for McLaurin in the end zone. Did he catch it? He did! Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Unreal!
And good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Day on 1590 KVGB and of the town. Welcome to our sickness-ridden studios here at 12th and Baker. Steve Webster with you. Mike Corson. Mike Hesher.
I'm well, by the way.
And Landon Winkler.
He's well as well.
Hesh the magic of electricity, especially when you plug the cord in.
We diagnosed it together, just so you know that.
Welcome to the Tuesday show. It's lively in here, even though we need to get that Lysol can out.
Well, I'm still.
I know, but you can't go down. You can't go down. On the show today, we'll be talking with the voice of the Houston Cardinals, Cole Rife. And did he bring his ring in, you know?
Don't think so.
Really?
He locked it up.
Anyway, we'll talk to him about the ceremony for Barton Community College National Championship last Saturday. High school football rankings are out from K-Preps. Cole is a pollster. We'll get his feeling on the Week 3 rankings. And we'll be talking Houston Cardinal football. They go to Southwestern Heights this week. Kismet and Plains, halfway between, right?
Pretty much, yes. It's a long way out there, and there's not a lot there.
Is it halfway between, though? Because if you go to Chaparral High School, because Anthony and Harper hated each other, and then they had to go make a high school, right?
Right.
So they couldn't depend on where it is. It is smack dab exactly halfway between Harper and Anthony.
I've only been there once, but I think it's halfway.
What comes first, Kismet or Plains?
Okay, this was 2 years ago. I have no idea.
Where's Kinsley?
It's on the way to Dodge City.
Okay, all right. So
it's halfway between New York City and San Francisco, isn't it? Is that what their sign says?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through Kinsley.
So you stopped at the little train
We
thing.
partied in Kinsley. We played basketball in Kinsley. I'm sorry.
Does Chaparral still have a good PTA? Always used to hear about the Harper Valley PTA.
Oh, Lord.
It's your reference of the day. There goes my microphone.
You know, Jeannie C. Riley performed in Harper one time. How about that?
Did she
was washed up then, but that was like 30 years ago, but that was her only hit she had. But the radio station brought Jeannie C. Riley to, anyway. Okay, so also on the program today, Barton Volleyball, Megan Bessiker is going to be in along with Elena Stankovic, and they'll talk about their win last night. They went to Colby and just knocked the Lady Trojans around. winning in 3 sets as a battle between top 10 teams. So there you go. Tuesday sports headlines, sounds the past 24 hours or so. Let's get started. Let's go, boys. It's former Royals pitcher and Kansas native Jamie Bluma on the Royals' predicament heading into the final week of the season. Royals and Nats today go at it at 5 o'clock. The KVGB News Hour will come your way at 4 today before Royals baseball. Kansas City, right now, your updated wild card standings. They are tied with Detroit for the final spot. The Minnesota Twins are a game back. Seattle is a game and a half back. You heard the highlight on KIRO in Seattle. Randy Rosarina hitting a ground rule double. Scored Julio Rodriguez. The Mariners beat the Astros last night 6-1. Not a lot of Major League action last night, but the Mariners getting a win today, so they'll continue their series with Houston. Minnesota's at home to start a 3-game series against Miami. You heard Jamie Bluma mention that Tarek Skubal, who was traded by the Iuka Hustlers to the Paradise Punch-Outs in the offseason for Salvador Perez, those two players squaring off in the Tiger Ball World Series. I know you wanted to know that. Detroit is at home. They are taking on Tampa Bay today. In the National League, the Braves are a game and a half behind Arizona now and 2 games behind the New York Mets. Arizona would have the final playoff spot. Atlanta tonight opens a series against the New York Mets in Atlanta.
So I like, as the final wild card team at the moment, they control their own destiny. If they win the next 6 games, they're in. What I don't like, they control their own destiny, Mike Hesher. They can't win. It's like the whole team has a case of the yips.
You left the team yesterday. You said it's football season.
Threw
I'm leaving them.
my blue-colored glasses across the room.
It's going to be interesting.
Here we go.
But it is baseball, and, did they not get swept by the Texas Rangers like middle of the season, and we all thought they were done there?
Yeah.
They get swept by the Rangers. The Rangers weren't playing very well. And then the Royals went on to win, I don't know what the total was, but they won several games in a row because
did.
we all thought they were done.
They did.
But you gotta score some runs, and they're not scoring any runs at all.
What? 1 run in 3 games? That's enough. Go out there and pitch well and get it into extra innings where you can score.
But they'll be on the road, and home team has the advantage in the extra innings.
Oh, home did them a lot of good this last home series, didn't it?
I hope all of the hand surgeons, the hand ointment people in Kansas City have been giving Pasquatch his...
Okay, now I'm going to say this on that. Yes, they miss him. But would they not have stumbled if Bobby Witt Jr. or Salvador Perez went down as well? You can't say this is all him, because if one of those two went down, they'd be in the same boat. In my opinion.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
you lose
obviously.
anybody with key injury. You got to have somebody step up.
Well, there's only 3 guys in the roster who can hit.
Okay, position players. Their starting pitching has been pretty decent.
that's
that's
been
carried the
saving
team,
grace.
obviously. Yeah, okay.
5 o'clock for Royals tonight.
It's like the playoffs. They're starting early.
It is. Good point.
Are you in it or out?
I'll be
I mean, you
watching.
got to get back on the bus. I mean,
I'll be screaming for the next week. Hopefully more.
Okay, all right.
Taking home our talisman. He's been bad luck. When I brought him in, it was hot. I'm taking it back. Might even throw it across the room. Sorry.
So Big Head's going home?
Extra big-headed.
Why don't you take? Well, maybe we ought to start trying something like that. Since you brought the Salvi big head bobblehead in here, the Royals haven't won a game.
Okay, he's going home.
Well, don't bring him home. I mean, we want to bring him back after the season's over with. He looks cool in here.
Okay.
I like the bubble.
Just put him down on your desk, okay?
Okay.
All right, on to college football. Lance Leipold, they need a new sound system at KU's press conferences. So, Hesh, I know you probably don't remember this, but it's okay. But just real quick here. Okay, all right, there we go. There it is.
I think sometimes when Mike get lost.
Did you ever watch Apocalypse Now?
Love the smell of...
No, remember when Marlon Brando came on late and he was like some crazy former general and you couldn't really hear what he's saying, but he's in the background. And well, anyway, I was trying to lead up there. I thought you'd jump in.
The audio system there, you can actually hear the reporters asking the questions better than you can hear Lance Leipold.
Well, okay.
It's crazy.
We need to send Landon up there on Mondays and just get the audio live.
Have him plug it in.
Talking about TCU, that's KU's opponent on Saturday at Arrowhead Stadium. Okay, Tim Fitzgerald, GoPowerCat.com. K-State lost 38-9, but he said the crowd in Provo, Utah was top-notch.
Did you
Cosmo, the mascot.
He did not get a favorable reaction over here from Mike Corson.
Did you look
no,
at
at
it this
BYU.
morning?
No, I forgot.
Okay, these are just. I was looking at videos. Okay, so his latest stunt, he gets on a mini tramp, does a flip through a fire ring, clears a golf cart, lands on the other golf cart on all four paws, and then does a roll on the ground and gets up. Okay,
Their spines are like springs. They always land on their feet. Even if they're
a ring of
mascots.
fire. And they have to find, and he's out there dancing with the cheerleaders. I was showing you, Hesh.
Yes.
Okay, they had in his mascot uniform, they've got a ladder. And there's 3 students on the ladder. He's on top. They have it measured back behind the 3-point line, and then they let the ladder go, and he's got it measured out where he dunks. He walks on his hands downstairs.
That was impressive. There was 3 or 4 flights of stairs he went
I mean,
down.
he's got a cat head on.
There's no way this is a college kid.
He rides this sled down from the top of the arena through the aisles and comes down fast. I mean, he looks like he's
like
on
a toboggan course. Yes.
Well, Tim Fitzgerald was impressed. He probably didn't have anything else to watch there in the fourth quarter when the Cats were falling 38-9 to BYU.
Here's what I saw Friday night. Great Bend scored 43 points. So back in the day, Willie the Wildcat used to do the push-ups. The student body at Great Bend High School held up a board, and some young man in a red and white striped overalls did 43 push-ups.
He couldn't have been a student at Great Bend High School.
He was an athlete.
He was.
Okay, did he do it every time they scored?
I don't know if it was the same
Or
kid.
just the last one?
I
Okay.
only saw him late.
That'd be impressive if he did the 6, yeah.
How many push-ups could you do, Hesh?
There for a while I was doing 300 a week. And this has been in the past 18 months.
I was going to say, I mean,
I was
how
doing
far are we
60
going back.
I was doing 60 a day it's been in the past year.
Did you do like one at a time?
No. I do what the Army does. You got to do 20 at a time. Or something, I don't know.
No,
There's
they do like
a
more than
fitness
that.
test. A fitness test you have to do 20 at a time.
Here's
No.
Don't tell me no.
My boy's in Army. He told me about that.
Okay, I backed off the Army comment.
something else I had to explain to the nephew back when I was growing up.
Yes.
Sponsors would give for every Panther touchdown. Well, there wasn't a lot of scoring for about a 19-year stretch. Now the sponsors are ponying up for Great Bend High School football. It's beautiful.
Some of those guys that come in here on Thursday for the Panthers, I mean, they could probably do 30 push-ups
One-handed.
one arm. Anyway, K-State's 3-1. They'll host Oklahoma State at Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
You didn't tell us how many you could do. We could do a challenge right here.
I've got a bad rotator cuff.
Okay, all right. And Corson can't walk, so good Lord.
Well, get down there and give me 10.
Right now?
Yes.
Do we get a camera?
Well,
I can do 10.
But it doesn't count if your gut hits the ground first. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Hesh coming down. All right, here we go. All right. You're not going all the way down.
Oh, good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Redo it.
You asked for 10. You got it. Oh, no.
Hesh will be back for the show tomorrow.
That was immortalized on YouTube.
Okay, now sing the alphabet.
A, B, C. I can't do that.
Nice work. Mike Hesher does 10 push-ups easily. Although your neck kind of got beat red, but I was impressed. Very good, Mike Hesher. Okay.
Now you're flustered.
Ian Premer, after the win over Bueller, says they need to stay on an even keel. They're playing Wichita North this week. But that's one of those games that just go out and execute, get out of the game early, and
Don't get hurt.
ready. Yep.
Work on some things. That's what they're going to do.
Don't be sloppy.
Yep.
Don't be sloppy. Great Bend football will be in tomorrow, along with Great Bend volleyball. Shelley Duvall, Aaron Beck will be here tomorrow. Eli Sapezi will be in. Brady Schnoblin will be in. And that's because we have Royals baseball on Thursday at 11:30. So there's a programming note that I'm able to throw in there all at the same time.
You are a true professional.
And volleyball's at home tonight, but she will have her freshmen in here tomorrow, Michaela Minton and Micah Elligood, baby Elligood.
Yeah, we're going to be full of Panthers tomorrow. The call on WGR, Buffalo wins 47-10. Josh Allen, 23 of 30, 4 touchdowns, and one of 5 teams at 3-0. And they were very, very impressive last night. Herm Edwards, people want to say Josh Allen. You know, the people that don't like Josh Allen are the people that love Lamar Jackson. It just seems to work out that way.
So Jason Kelsey pregame says, you played against him for the Eagles. What'd you think of him? He said, oh, yeah, we knew he was very good. He'll do things to you. But then he says, going to break, hope you like my commercials. He's in every commercial on ESPN during the breaks. He's good.
He is.
He's actually really good.
Okay, good.
I like him.
You know how many takes they take to get that, though.
No, even on the analyst stuff, he's really good. He's just chatty.
I'm out of breath. I'm still.
Okay.
Dr. Doom has
All right,
returned
that's
after
okay.
that.
And finally, the call on WBIG in Washington. Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, with 2 minutes left in the game, the Commanders beat the Bengals 38-26, or 38-33 is the final score. And the Bengals are 0-3, and it was donuts for all today at the studio.
Well, yes, thank you. Forgot about that. I didn't understand a word that play-by-play guy said.
Is that
It was like what?
James Madison High School doing the Washington
It
Commanders?
was like,
One up for McLaurin in the end zone. Did he catch it? He did. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Unreal!
I hope Sean Bear just starts laughing over your crazy call someday. Just laugh.
I have one rule. You don't talk over the play-by-play guy.
Or laugh over.
Oh, yeah. Sean knows that. He's doing very good.
Go! Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing worse than that for a play-by-play guy.
There you go. Sounds the past 24 hours or so. You don't like Cosmo.
I don't like BYU.
But that doesn't mean you can't like Cosmo.
I love mascots. I probably would like him. I'll probably go watch those later. Because he's a cat, too.
But he did a flip with a barbell. He did a backflip, and the barbell was on fire. That's what Fitz was talking about.
In my head, it's a fake
barbell on
barbell,
fire,
He
and
says
you're
it
gonna-
had 70 pounds on it.
That's what I like to know. Was it a real barbell, or did it have labeled 70 pounds on it?
Well, if it was made out of, say, foam rubber, it would burn up before he was able to do the flip, and then his fur would catch on fire, and then it would be a burning cat.
Be like the burning umbrella we
It
had.
couldn't be a barbell made out of cardboard, right?
Okay.
That would burn.
But they're just going through it. Would they catch on fire that quick?
Hey, I saw you do 10 push-ups a minute ago, Hesh. I think it's time to expand it. I think we can go out here on the grass right next door. We'll put a flaming ring and get a mini tramp, and you can jump through it and land on a golf cart.
Dr. Kevin Sapezi would not allow me to do that with my ankles.
I think the only reason you hobble around here during the day is just so, like, when we have events where we've got to move tables and stuff like that.
They don't ask me to help.
They don't ask you to help.
That's why I have people carry equipment up to the top of the press box
That's
at
right.
Municipal Memorial Stadium.
And one more thing, when Mike Horson brings stuff to the program, sometimes because it's important to Mike, so it is important to us.
Go.
So what's this, Candy Lady or what?
Talking Candy Mama?
Candy Mama, okay.
This is quite impressive what she did.
We all know my travails on the Appalachian Trail where I almost died after 17 miles in a short span.
Because you relied on your cell phone for, anyway. But yeah.
So they have fastest known times, FKTs, so it's always a record chase. So she went 2,200 miles, I think it's 2,191, in just over 40 days. So about 53, 54 miles a day for almost 6 straight weeks.
Okay, was someone watching her the whole time?
These are very highly competitive, so they're usually GPS tracked.
Well, how do you know that she's not riding on a cart? or some kind of motorized vehicle.
Because
I mean, you're in the
she's a stand-up
Appalachian Trail. It's
person.
not like, bumper to bumper humans on this trail.
You don't believe somebody named Candy Mama? So as she says, it's not as cute as name as you might think. She just eats a lot of candy because probably calories. And if you're on the trail, you get your trail name. So a lot of people call her Candy Mama.
Does she get? She must because she gives candy to other people on the trail. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Mike Hesher. Or Mike Corson, I should say.
I was going to say,
Stat of the day. Mike Hesher's done 10 push-ups today.
And my heart rate's back to normal already.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Mike Corson will match him later in the show today. Cole Reif's on next here on Sports Day. The show brought to you proudly by the Marmy Auto Group on 10th Street in Great Bend. Also, Freedom Claims Management, innovative healthcare plans for your business. Let them take care of everything for you from start to finish, and continued support. They have you covered. And a new sponsor on board, C&E Doors.
Welcome aboard.
In Great Bend. Also sponsor of Dan Holliday's Weather at 7:07 on the AM Great Bend Show. Sports Day on KVGB.
Introducing Ag Mechanics at Barton Community College in partnership with Case New Holland Top Tech. Hands-on training in areas like electrical, hydraulics, and diesel engines, with technicians gaining the knowledge and skills needed to start a career with CNH Level 1 training. Join this high-demand field at a CNH dealership in only 9 months. Learn more at toptech.bartoncccc.edu.
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powelson, president of Your Local Equity Bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you, and I know what's important to you. I've been in the industry a long time, and I've helped many navigate through financial challenges and lead them to financial opportunities. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff. Let us show you our commitment to serving you and our communities. Because at Equity Bank, we're right here beside you. Member FDIC.
He's the voice of Hoisington High School football, the Barton County Cougars, and the king of the tweeter machine. It's Cole Reif on Sports Day on 1590 KVGB and 95.5 FM.
Cole Reif joining us on the program. Kay Hesh did put 10 push-ups. Can you do 11?
Yeah, I think I'm good for 11. I mean, once you get past that number, I don't know.
You just ate food, though.
Yeah, give me a few minutes.
Chicken
but
Alfredo.
I think I'm good for 11. I might even give you 20. Maybe.
Won't challenge Hesh.
All right. Well, I don't
like that.
I didn't know that was on the table. Throwing out challenges.
Cosmos, man, the mascot for BYU. Pretty
He's
strong.
a baller.
Yes, he flies through a fire ring and lands on a golf cart and does a flip when he's doing it. So.
Yeah. What's the Denver Nuggets mascot's name? He's really good. I know he does some pretty upscale stunts, dangerous stunts. Yeah, there's a number of them out there that will definitely challenge things.
I never saw anyone, though, climb to the top of a ladder and then have it fall forward and have it measured out perfectly where he can dunk.
That's nuts.
Yeah, the ladder's out beyond the three-point line.
Do you know a lot of those mascots get paid really, really well?
They should.
Yeah. I mean, like, really, really well. Like, beyond full-time type employee pay. Like, it's, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, there's not all of them. Some of them are volunteer-based, but, some of the bigger ones, the professional teams, and even some of the...
Well, college teams now. So I guess, Cosmos probably is able to get paid now.
Yeah, it's not a bad gig to get into if you feel like putting your body on the line.
But it's a different guy, so, right? Maybe it's just a professional. Is he a real student?
Yeah, I always like the, every once in a while. They've done a pretty good job lately with the Cougar mascot at Barton. Because sometimes you'll get like a 6'2" guy in there, and then you'll see like his ankles showing at the bottom of the mascot. Or you get on the opposite side, you get like a 5'1", and then like there's like saggy, like he's got like extra bulges on the bottom because the pants are just rolling up. But they've done a pretty good job lately.
I just don't know if I could do that.
Be a mascot?
Well, not if I had my own mascot suit that I knew that I had
someone else's sweat.
Especially up around the mouth area, right? And you're in that thing, it's probably hot.
Nah, I'm sure they Clorox those things.
I'm sure they do. It's just like our mics. We clean them off every week.
Exactly.
Has Fletch ever been the mascot?
I was told, yeah, it was probably you, but I mean, you were probably started this, but I was told once. Now, whether there's truth or not, because there was a certain game that he was suspended, and he wasn't allowed in the gym. Now, the story was that he was I think he was Miss Kitty. I don't think he was Bart, but he was either Bart or Miss Kitty, and so he could still attend the game. Now, that's those are tall tales, maybe. I don't know.
I remember that game because he spent a lot of time in the huddle during timeouts.
He's on the floor a lot, huh?
Yeah, he's out there in the middle of the huddle with the clipboard. I don't know what he was doing. All right, Cole Rife with us right now. I wanted you to wear your bling today.
Got this one. It's Chiefs one.
How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
I won a national championship in 1996. They didn't give me a ring at Fort Hays State. How about that? That's pretty cool. They think of the play-by-play guy. You deserve it.
Yeah, very thankful to, Barton, just including, they didn't have to include me by any means. So thankful, appreciative of that. Yeah, awesome moment to see all those guys back. I mean, the fact that you got all the guys coming back and that are, one's out on the East Coast, there's, multiple states away. And they're, in the thick of their practices and getting going with their seasons at their next level. So for all those guys to come back was really, really cool. And even talking to some of them, right before they were going out and announcing their names, and they said, yep, yeah, it's awesome. I'm excited to go do this. But then they would always say, but it's not the same. It's not the same. These are guys that are either at Division II or Division I levels. And they're like, this was special. Like this type of family, this type of small, close-knit group, it was different. So to see all those guys come back and realize what they were able to do and what they were able to accomplish, was really cool.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird, they're doing it, this early, but that's the only time you can get them all back together, man.
Yeah. If you try to do it during the basketball season at halftime, you might get one or two. There's a few there's a few guys, that are still in state, but there's, for the most part, it would be hard to get everybody back.
Okay, high school football right now. New rankings out. Anything really this week that stands out? I mean, Great Bend State at number 5.
Mm-hmm. I think Great Bend's win against Buhler was probably the one that caught the most eyes. I think Olathe South was good, but I think beating Buhler, it was also 2-0, and in the way that they did it, I think caught some attention. Anytime you can put up some of those type of highlight numbers with Ian Premer and Daxton Minton, and what they were able to do is just gain some more attention across the state. So, yeah, if they didn't have the focus already, they definitely got the focus after that Week 3 win.
Can they stay focused this week?
Yeah, I think, the rest of the schedule, I think Hayes High is going to be good. Liberal's off to a good start. Once again, they put up some decent numbers. But Dodge City, Garden City, it's not an overly powerful whack outside of Great Bend at this point right now. So it's not to say those are going to be easy games by any means. I think they're going to be good games. But
I was talking more about Wichita North this week. So you just go ahead and take care of business.
I'm going to go ahead and bypass that one.
So what did you think of Hayes and Manhattan?
I thought Hayes got roughed up by Derby in Week 1, and it was expected, right?
Yeah. And
then they went out to Colorado, and it was kind of like, well, how good was the Colorado team? So for them to come back against a Manhattan team who most people have in their top 5 in Class 6A, and to be on the verge of winning that one in the final 2 minutes, defensively, obviously, you got to shore some things up, but to be able to go and drive the ball consistently against Manhattan, Hayes High is better than I think we thought, but I still like Great Bend a little bit more.
Okay, Hoisington on the road this week. They head to Kismet Plains, halfway in between Southwestern Heights. So a work in progress, obviously. Season's not gone by any means, but now let's get a win and then move on and throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, first time 0-3 since 2003. So it's been 21 years since, Hoisington has had this type of a start. And, I think there was going to be somewhat question on, their record, even if they were fully healthy and, they're operating at a pretty high level. It was still going to be tough competition to beat Pratt, beat Heston, and to beat Scott City in those first 3 weeks. And obviously Cheney coming up in 2 weeks. I think it was going to be a tall task anyway. But then on top of that, with just... I don't want to make excuses by any means. Like, the teams that are beating Hoisington, maybe outside the Heston one, are truly better. Hesston's a better team, but that was a winnable game. Scott City and Pratt is very easy to say, like, those two teams are just better than Hoisington, no matter what, even if they're fully healthy. But it's really starting to get thin. I mean, with that injury to Taylor Morales this last Friday night, his status unknown. Kyler Russell is out for probably another week or two. And obviously you still have Jason Robinson that's out. You're starting to get really thin now at a number of positions. Linebackers getting tough. Your secondary is already kind of jostled around. So it's starting to get challenging even to have full practice with, you're going up against a bunch of really smaller freshmen. Your varsity is. And so that's going to get more and more challenging. So, yeah, I mean, those excuses aside, I mean, they have to figure things out. The biggest thing is probably just being more consistent. I mean, they had drives against Scott City even in the first half before it was out of control where they would get a first down, have a really nice play, have a really nice second play, and then they would stall out around the 40 or the 50-yard line. So, yeah, I think, trying to get more consistent on realizing, hey, the margin of error is very, very small for Hoisington right now. So if you don't execute at a high level each and every snap, it's going to be difficult here on out.
Let's talk about 2A a little bit. We saw, Beloit still getting some love, I guess, but southeast of Saline, they're not going anywhere, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, I remember 2 years ago when Hoisington was playing them, and they were talking about that sophomore class a little bit. And, Gebhardt has his youngest son that's coming up there. Mitch Gebhardt, his youngest son's coming up. And I was like, okay, yeah, the sophomores class is pretty good. Now they're seniors. So that sophomore class was pretty heralded, 3 or 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And so now they're taking over. And I give credit to Southeast. I thought they would not necessarily not have the wins that they've had. I figured they would start out 3-0 by all means, just based on the schedule. Clay Center was good. Beloit was okay. But, I thought they, losing a guy like Daniel Kerr at quarterback, they would probably take a step back a little bit. But, they've done a really, really good job through their first 3 weeks against a decent schedule. So, hats off to Southeast. I think they're clearly, probably the number 2 or number 3 team in the States. Nemaha Central, outside of stubbing their toe against Marysville, I thought they proved themselves again with convincing wins these last 2 weeks. And then Norton, did their job convincingly against Smith Center. So
who's 0-3?
Who's also 0-3? Yeah, there's some big powers that are got weird 1-2 or 0-3 records so far. So. Yeah, I thought, top 5 is pretty consistent right now. That 5th one was kind of juggling around a little bit. But 2A, I think you got powers on the West with Norton and Southeast. I think they're on a different level than anybody else right now. And then on the East side, Nemaha Central, I think, is still on a level all by themselves. Silver Lake, maybe Riley County. St. Mary's, I don't know as much about St. Mary's, so I'll put them in that category as well. But I don't think anybody touches Nemaha. And then on the West right now, I think it's Southeast and Norton.
Kingman get in there at all?
Kingman's all right. I don't think Kingman has enough back to be a consistent contender. Now, you look at their schedule, and they're playing teams like Cheney and, even a Garden Plain matchup. But I don't think Kingman's I think they're on a different level compared to Southeast and Norton this year on the West.
Ellenwood goes to Sterling.
Hey, the streak's still alive, right?
Yeah. No points in 3 games.
That's impressive. I mean, I don't know what Mike Corson reported the last time. It was the 40s.
That was 0-2. Yeah, that was 0-2, I think, wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's that was last week. So 3 shutouts in a row. But now it's Sterling.
Yeah.
So
taller task.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Your Royals. What do you think?
Just gotta sneak in. Give themselves a chance. That's all.
Okay.
You don't need anything flashy. Just get a couple wins here. This series will be the one to do it. Don't try to do it against the Braves. Just pull it off now against the Nationals.
That'd be a good idea.
They're struggling.
Okay. Yeah. When's the first basketball game?
November 1st.
Okay.
Barton women go out, which we have an issue right now as far as finding broadcasters.
If you would like to broadcast a Cougar game.
If you would like to go to New Mexico, they play in Hobbs, New Mexico. So they're playing in really good talent. I think they play Odessa, and then they play New Mexico. So, yeah, they're 2 really good teams to start out the season. And then the men are a little bit later after that, so they don't play that first weekend, but then they'll play the Hutchinson Classic, have a non-conference game against North Platte, they were at their place last year, so they're going to be coming to Great Bend this year. And then they have a really good one to start out January, because the way the bye week works for Barton this year is that it hits the first game out of the Christmas break, which stinks because you're on break. You don't want an extended break. So Barton men will have an extra game in there, and they'll play, I think it's Mineral Area. So, yeah, that'll be a really good. Mineral Area was one of the teams that was left out of the national tournament last year, had a really glossy record, had like 2 or 3 losses, but just didn't have the strength of schedule. So they're coming to Barton in early January. So, yeah, schedules are out. If you want to check that out, bartonsports.com. Rosters are, all the guys are here. So, I mean, even the guys.
So what do you think? I mean,
I've seen a video of a scrimmage, but other than that, that's hard to tell. But, I mean, based on everything, Combs is talking about, a few others with the organization. Yeah, I mean, they look really good. Barton women. I'm intrigued by the Barton women. They bring a few pieces back, but really, they're going to have to reload with some good, incoming freshmen, and so that's going to be a key for, Coach Clark and crew.
Well, here we go. You can finish your food now. So
no, I'm good. Chicken Alfredo's been consumed. We're sitting good right now.
All right, Cole, appreciate it. Barton Volleyball, Megan Bessaker is coming in next. Elena Stankovic was also in today, so we'll talk Barton's big win last night over Colby here on Sports.
From the Mayo Money Management Studios, 1590 KVGB, Great Bend, and 95.5 FM K238CK, Hoisington.
If you're needing a healthcare plan for your business, let the experienced and dedicated staff at Freedom Claims Management Incorporated customize a health insurance plan that fits your business's need. Regardless if you're a large corporation or a small business on Main Street, Freedom Claims Management Incorporated can help you provide your employees with great health coverage at an affordable cost. Visit freedomclaimsinc.com where you can schedule a free, no-obligation health assessment today. Freedom Claims Management Incorporated in Great Bend.
Hey everyone, this is Cole Rife, voice of the Barton Cougars. Attending sporting events for Barton Community College is great, but did you know you can support the athletic teams even further by getting involved with the Cougar Booster Club? The Boosters help with fundraising for equipment and facility upgrades to give Barton athletes every opportunity to keep succeeding at the regional and national levels. Join the Cougar Booster Club as an individual or business. Call 620-792-9377. Become a booster today. Go Cougars.
When it comes to car maintenance, it's good to know a local guy that can get things done. The Eller family has been in the auto repair business in Great Bend forever. Greg Eller continues that long tradition of helping people. Eller Automotive Repair specializes in wheel alignments, oil changes, and general maintenance for all makes and models of cars and small trucks. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4 Fridays. Eller Automotive Repair at 915 Morton, right behind Great Bend Appliance, Furniture, and Sleep Source, 10th and Morton.
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powelson, president of your local equity bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you and I know what's important to you. I've been in the industry a long time and I've helped many navigate through financial challenges and lead them to financial opportunities. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff. Let us show you our commitment to serving you and our communities. Because at Equity Bank, we're right here beside you. Member FDIC.
Now, in its 13th year, this program is brought to you exclusively by Barton Community College and the Cougar Athletic Department. This is Sports Day on KVGB.
Welcome back. Sports Day today brought to you in part by Eller Automotive Repair. They specialize in wheel alignment, oil changes, and general maintenance for all makes of models and cars and small trucks. Also, Equity Bank, here when you need them. Bank local, save big with in-person banking and business banking. Just go to equitybank.com. Barton Lady Cougars picking up a win last night at Colby. Megan Bessaker with us. Also, setter Elena Stankovic. Welcome to the program. Is that the right way to pronounce the last name? Is that close?
Bitch, but yep.
Okay, I went bitch the first time, and then I went, okay, so now I'm batting 500. But, guys, thanks for coming in, especially after a long trip last night. All right, this is one of those ones you look at early in the year. This is fun. You've got 2 ranked teams going at it, and you go out and win in straight sets, Megan. Pretty good night for Lady Cougar volleyball last night, looks like.
It was. Colby's a very good team, and I think our team did a really good job of executing the game plan and staying consistent. We both got on runs at times, and we controlled it pretty well.
And, of course, when you're playing on the road, you know, you get on a run, that's nice, but you need to control when other teams, the home team gets that, it looks like you were able to do that pretty well.
We were, and they had a huge crowd. It was a really fun environment to play in, and it's just an exciting matchup, not only a top 10 matchup, but an in-conference matchup to kind of take sole possession of first place for now.
What was the key last night for your team?
We talked about they have some really good offensive hitters in the pins, so really just controlling them, getting them out of system a lot. We did a really good job serving. We missed a few, too many, but we did a pretty good job of keeping them out of system and then controlling their 2 outside hitters. They have an All-American that's back. We did a good job of slowing her down, and then they have a freshman that's pretty good on the outside too.
Elena, what do you think of last night's match? You go in there, and does that kind of get you pumped up? And you see the other team with a good crowd, and probably the student section was there. Did that get you going?
It was interesting to play in front of their audience, but we controlled our play very well.
Okay, so how satisfying is it to win the first 2 sets, and they were fairly close, 25-23, 25-20, and then just a beat down, 25-14. That's kind of a statement, third serve. Hey, see you later. We're going back to Great Bend.
Yeah, we went up or down, and them also, so it was really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Elena, you're from Serbia, right?
Yes.
Okay, pronounce your hometown.
Čajetina.
Okay. See, this always leads us to the obvious question here.
Yes.
How did you find out about Barton, Elena?
So my ex-coach, he recommended me to come to United States so I can manage school and volleyball at the same time. So he helped me to find some good coaches here, and I talked with a few of them, but I liked Megan the most.
Talk about that conversation, Megan. I mean, sight unseen. I mean, I'm sure you see video, things like that, but talk about the conversations.
So Elena was a little bit more interesting. We really needed some setters, so I went after Elena pretty hard, and she's very, Elena's kind of down to earth, very calm about everything. You never really know where you stand, so it was good when she said yes, because I really didn't know where Barton was on her level. She just takes everything day by day and kind of goes with the flow, but no, I'm glad she's here, and she's done a great job for us.
What is the language in Serbia?
Serbian.
Okay, so in Serbian, if you would, say this year's Barton Cougar team is very, very good.
Ove godine Barton je veoma dobar.
Okay. Say Steve Webster is the best sports day host ever.
Steve Webster je najbolji novinar ikada.
There you go.
This is good. Okay. So, volleyball big in Serbia? I know they've done well in Olympics on both the men and women, haven't they?
Yes.
Okay, so when did you start playing?
So I started my first grade in primary school. That was like more than 10 years ago.
So where do they put the net? I mean, is it like you get a short?
Really short, yeah.
Okay. So you make the decision, right? Tell me about your family. I mean, that's still back home.
Yeah, they're still back home, but when I told them that I want to come to the United States, they didn't like it at first. But when we a little bit think more about that, we realized that it's the best option for me in that moment.
And it's nice because they can still watch you play, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They stay up at night so they can watch me playing around. Because when we play at night around 6, in Serbia it's 2 a.m. So, yeah.
Okay, well, they have watch parties over there, right?
Yeah.
What part of Serbia are you in? And it's hard for me to get my geography because I go back to the globe where I've got Yugoslavia, okay? Okay.
So it's western part where I live. Yeah.
Okay, how close to the Mediterranean are you?
Not very close.
Oh, really? So you're more inland then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make the decision. Megan, I just want to ask you, when you're recruiting international players, how much does that help now that, family can watch them at home? I mean, that's changed over the years.
It is. It's something our conference does a good job about. So we have to live stream all of our conference games. So that's at least 16 games that their families get to watch. And we try to make all of our games as much available as we can because I know it's important for their families to be able to watch them play because they are so far away from home. But a lot of our international families within the volleyball program are still very involved, and they try to watch as much as possible, and we get to FaceTime sometimes, and it's fun.
Okay, so you said you needed a setter, but it's not like the first one that comes in the door. What caught your eye about Elena's game?
Elena does a really good job of spreading the ball out. She's very consistent. She played at a high level in Serbia, so she was used to kind of the competition level that we would play at here. She's done a good job. Even since her freshman year, she's improved a lot, and this year she's seeing the block a lot better, and she's really done a good job of leading our offense and putting our hitters in the best positions to score.
What are some of the things that you do to say just what Coach Bessaker said to put your hitters in a better position? What goes into that?
So this season I really try to watch other blockers on the other team so I can put them in better position to score.
You try to fake them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how do you fake somebody out? I mean, is it your eyes? I mean,
yeah.
How do you set somebody up?
I just try to see the block like with end of my eyes, and yeah.
Well, you're off to a great start this year. Is that something that I think you expected that, but has it been even better than maybe what you thought this team would play at this level early in the year?
Yeah.
What's been different a little bit about this year's team compared to last year's?
So because we already know each other, we have a lot of sophomores this year, so we already know each other, and connection is really good because we already played together last year. So.
Okay, tell me. I just got when you come from Serbia and you arrive in the United States. Take me through when you get to the U.S. and then you're coming. Oh, well, I'm going out to this place in Kansas. So, kind of tell me about that when you first time arriving here in Great Bend and on campus.
So I live on Mountain. So when I came here, it's really like straight, and I was like, wow, like I don't see a lot of houses here, but in my country, in my home. Like in my city, we have a lot of houses around, so there's the huge difference. That is so
very flat.
Yeah, very flat.
Yeah.
Well, that way you can see things. See, I mean, you can see from a long ways away. So, what is the equivalent in Serbia of Walmart?
Like, what's a store like?
Yeah, what store do you guys go to?
So it's called Maxi and Idea. That means idea. And it's pretty same like Walmart. We just don't have a Walmart, but it's the same store, same kind of stores.
Okay, so what about the food in America? Do you like that?
No.
Or
to be honest, no.
Okay, no. Okay, so what have you? I don't know.
What's your favorite American food?
Yeah, exact. Thank you, Megan.
My favorite American food. I don't know. I don't like that much, but like I would say McDonald's would be my favorite fast food. I don't know.
All the internationals love McDonald's.
Yeah.
They do.
They do. That's their go-to.
Okay, do they have McDonald's in
yeah, we do.
Okay. So you went to Europe last summer. And I noticed that when you go to McDonald's in say Spain, they've got different things on there.
Yes, yes.
So, I was kind of concerned. Plus, it seems like, when did you learn English? That's what I want to know, because I think a lot of Americans don't have two languages or don't speak two languages like people around the world, and then that sets you up to, people kind of make fun of you when you go to a different place. But when did you learn English?
So we kind of learn English in school, but it's not really good education. But watching movies and listening to music really helped me to improve my skills.
Okay.
English skills, yeah.
What music you like to listen to?
I like American pop music. Pop.
Are you a Swiftie?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Got a big win and right back at it this week. Tell me about the coming up. Let's see. What do we have? We have Garden City and then Hutchinson. Wednesday home. And or
we're
both
away
of them.
both.
Oh, both.
Yep. Brutal travel week this week. We're at Colby yesterday. We're at Garden tomorrow, and then at Hutch on Saturday. So, Garden, they've had some interesting wins, some interesting losses. So you kind of never know what you're going to get. They do have a new coach. They do have some good athletes. They have a lot of internationals too. So looking forward to that game. And then obviously the Hutch game. Hutch and Barton's always a good game, a good rival there. But yeah, we're excited to hopefully pick up 2 more wins this week.
17-1 on the season. talk about the first 18 games. Is this kind of where you want? Well, obviously it's where you wanted to be, but would you think you'd be in? And at this point in the season, Megan?
I knew we had the potential to do it. I just think the girls have done a good job executing it and staying consistent. I think the good thing about our team is on any given night, a different person can step up. So this year we have the ability to where if someone's struggling, someone else can pick up the slack for them, where we lacked that just a little bit last year.
Everybody staying healthy right now? Knock on the old proverbial, I don't know if that's wood, but anyway, so been able to stay away from anything like that.
We've done a good job so far.
Appreciate you bringing in these young ladies. It brings culture to this room, and my God, we need it. So one more thing, Elena, before you go. I love your native tongue, okay? So if you would say, Mike Hesher can do many, many push-ups.
In my language, right?
Yes, okay.
Say your name again.
Mike Hesher.
Mike Hesher može da uradi mnogo sklekova.
Okay, I like it.
Are you going to repeat that?
Megan or Mike Hesher. Yeah, I didn't pay attention in French class, but anyway. Thanks for coming in, Elena. Continued success and good luck, Megan. I can't wait to who's coming in next week. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Good luck this week, guys.
Thank you.
Barton Volleyball here on Sports Day. More of the show coming up.
Dr. Nels here, Animal Medical Center, and today I wanted to visit with you about the power of a multi-doctor practice. And the power of a multi-doctor practice is we can serve many different people, many different personalities. The power of a multi-doctor practice is we have a lot of horsepower here, a lot of people. We can get a lot done. We can say yes, we can get you taken care of. The other cool thing about a multi-doctor practice is we're all different personalities, we're all different makes and models. Dr. Nels here, Animal Medical Center, large or small, we take care of them all.
It's all here at Great Bend Rec.
Sports, leisure, fitness and wellness, even senior and adaptive needs. It's all here at Great Bend Rec. Pick up a program guide or stop by the rec office at 1214 Stone in Great Bend. Or check out the website, greatbendrec.com. Live, play, explore at the rec.
It's all here at Great Bend Rec. Live, play, explore at the rec.
Discover textbook freedom with Barton Community College's new low-cost degree pathway. With Pathway certified online courses, you get the Barton guaranteed option that your textbooks and course materials will cost $50 or less per class. Whether you want to earn your associate degree or transfer credits to a four-year university, Barton offers flexible online courses and personalized support. Achieving your goals is now easier and more affordable. Learn more at textbookfreedom.bartonccc.edu.
Covering your local teams and your local athletes. It's Sports Day on KVGB, presented by Barton Community College and the Cougar Athletic Department.
Mike Hesher može da uradi mnogo sklekova.
Mike Hesher can do many, many push-ups. How about that, huh?
Well, I hate to tell you, but we kind of Googled what she said about you, and there was an explicitive in front of it. There was a cuss word in front of Steve Wynn. So I'm not sure.
Elena would not have done.
I'm not sure what you're thinking about, but she threw one in there. I love it when they bring in those in the international students, because as you said, it does bring culture to the studio.
You don't think, well, they're just here and great. Just go to Europe and walk around.
Yes.
But at least she's armed with some native tongue. She can talk English.
Right.
I'm in Spain. You think I Italy? No.
The time we went to Japan, no idea. Konnichiwa is all I remember.
What's that?
No, it means hello and goodbye both. Is what they were telling us. Now whether that's actually true or not, I don't know. But konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Okay. Yes. Goodbye.
Okay. All right. We'll have more of the show coming up.
Oh, okay. We're not done yet?
Central and Western Kansas residents, are you looking for a new vehicle? Marmy Auto Group can make it happen. Marmy Auto Group includes Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Chevrolet, and GMC. Marmy Auto Group, your Central and Western Kansas dealer, has new and pre-owned vehicles, or we can special order your vehicle today. If your existing vehicle needs serviced, Marmy's award-winning service department can help. Come to Marmy Auto Group on 10th or marmys.net. Marmy's, make it happen.
When you're a farmer, water can be a blessing or a curse. Expected rain? Good. Water in your engines? Bad. What do I trust to fuel my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel that keeps contaminants from clogging filters, ruining fuel injectors, and tanking fuel efficiency better than any formula that's come before. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact American Plains Co-op Fuel Department in Great Bend, your certified Cenex distributor.
For the past 13 years, Sports Day has been the show devoted to local sports and local athletes. And it's all brought to you by Barton Community College and the Cougar Athletic Department.
Welcome back to Sports Day here on KVGB. You know, nothing's worse than two old men
trying to outdo each other.
I do 10 push-ups. Well, my rotator cuff hurts, but hey, you want to have a plank off?
I could challenge you on that one as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Burpees. I kill you in burpees.
Well, I've never done a burpee before.
Oh, well, good for you, because those are miserable.
Okay. When are we going to have the new Sports Day calendar with you buff and no shirt on?
Never. I can pretty much tell you that right now.
Okay.
I would nix that one before it even gets started.
So would a lot of other people.
Yeah, I understand
Barton
that.
Cougar Booster Club bringing you Sports Day today. They're continuing their efforts to make the Barton Athletic Department the best in the country. Animal Medical Center in Great Bend, the official caregiver to Frank the Black Cat. Big or small, they take care of them all. And the American Plains Co-op Bulk Fuel Department, featuring number 2 clear diesel, bulk fuel, fuel delivery, and all your lubricants and fuel supplies. Okay, high school football getting ready. Week number 4. Give you a sneak peek of who's playing who this week. Great Bend at home. They'll take on Wichita North. Hayes High at Garden City. So there's 2 WAC games this week. Hayes 1-2 at Garden City, who's 1-2. They beat Heights over the weekend. Look out for Hayes. I think
I was going to say that
them
one
going.
and,
Yeah.
that 1 and 2 is a little misleading.
Dodge City at Liberal. Hoisington goes to Southwestern Heights. And Cole talking about the injury issues right now with the Cardinals. Hopefully they can get Zach Baird's 100th win. Russell is at Larned. Larned without their starting quarterback for the rest of the season. That's not good. Ellenwood at Sterling. We really want to see. Ellenwood ended giving up a point in 3 games. Sterling's 1-2, but they played a challenging schedule. Beat Inman by 1 point in their last outing. So this is
What happened to Carson Shaver?
He got injured.
Oh, do we know anything?
Well,
we can't go there, I'm guessing.
Well, there's no HIPAA law on Sports Day, but
okay. There are no laws on Sports Day, as you can tell.
Right. Okay, and there's no music today either because that must have got knocked out somewhere. So, yeah, we're about done here with no music with music bed closed. Yeah, so we're really close here. Central Plains at Solomon, Maxville at Stafford, Hodgman County at St. John, Ellis at La Crosse, Victoria at Pretty Prairie, Elkhart at Kinsley, and Otis Bison. They're off this week. Okay, tomorrow, Great Bend High School volleyball, Shelley Duvall, Great Bend Panther football, Aaron Beck will be in, and Gerard Wabrock, voice of the 4 Days